And Iowa stays red hot on the recruiting trail as Beau Stephens becomes the 11th commit in Iowa's 2021 class. David Eickholt here with HawkeyeInsider.com, 24/7 Sports. Please be joined by Sean Bock. And Sean, we've been doing these a lot lately. Iowa, like I said, staying red hot on the recruiting trail. Give us some background on Stephens and kind of how this whole thing came about.
Yes, this is a big win for Iowa. Blue Springs, Missouri, three-star offensive lineman Beau Stephens in the 2021 class chose Iowa over offers from LSU, Michigan, Iowa State, um, Oklahoma State, Arkansas. Really good offer list, but Iowa was the one to prevail in the end. And I think the interesting thing about Stephens is he's wanted to commit to Iowa since October. That's always been the plan for him. He's wanted to be a Hawkeye. Him and his parents just wanted to wait around and see if anything would compare to Iowa. And obviously we see now that it didn't. So this is a really big one for Iowa. Seems like it was in the plans for a while for Stephens, but what Iowa's getting is just a massive, massive offensive lineman. 6'6", 305 pounds, was originally 320, but dropped 15 pounds because of wrestling and said he plans to stay it that way, which I find interesting. He says he's a lot more mobile, really uses his feet a lot better, feels like he's a lot more lighter on his feet. And he said hasn't lost a beat when it comes to just putting guys on the ground, putting guys on their back. So really fits the mold of an Iowa offensive lineman. Hawkeyes like him at guard right now. He could play a little bit of tackle, but I think with the guys that they have in the class before them, Mason Richmond, to name one, I think he's best suit at guard, and I think that's the case too if they plan on getting a couple more guys in the 2021 class, which they're projected to get per the 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball. David Davikoff being one, and then Joe Wall being another. So it's a really, really good class so far and has potential to get a lot better with some of the guys that they have in the mix.
Yeah, it could be one of Kirk Ferentz's best classes in his career. I mean, Iowa's offensive line recruitment, they might be one of the top offensive line classes in the 2021 class. Like you mentioned, already got four-star Jennings Dunker in the fold, a little bit of an unknown prospect, but a four-star by 24/7 Sports. Obviously, top 247 offensive tackle Connor Colby. Now they got Stephens in the mix. And like you said, if they get Davidkoff, who's ranked 59th in the country for prospects, ninth offensive tackle, I mean, you're looking at a very, very solid class. Usually you want to have your quarterback be kind of the foundation for the class, but Iowa in the trenches right now, it's red hot, and they're landing a lot of their top targets. So, Tyler Barnes, and with the quarantine, it usually would slow down some recruitment, but Iowa's staying red hot. And as always, stay tuned to Hawkeye Insider and 24/7 Sports for the latest.